Hello, first prep students. How are you? Hope you are fine. Our lesson for today is Students Book Aim High, Unit 6, and it's all about technology. Our vocabulary will start with predictions. What are predictions? Predictions are statements about what you think will happen in the future. So if I think that something may happen in the future, I'm predicting. For example, when people try to make predictions about the future, they always get them completely wrong. So most of people, when they predict or expect that something will happen in the future, it comes wrong. Invisible, something that you can't see. So when I have something that I can see, like virus, for example, like X-rays, I say they are invisible. Glass sometimes may be invisible. Submarine. What is a submarine? A vehicle that can travel underwater. A vehicle or a transportation tool that can move underwater. Environment. What is the environment? The place and conditions that people live and work in. So everything around me is my environment. Sailors in a submarine live and work in a very small space under the sea. So sailors are people who work in the sea, and they also can work in a submarine underwater. They work in a very small space under the sea for long periods of time. This is, of course, a very difficult environment to be in. So the place where they work in is very difficult. So they work in a difficult environment. Virus. What is a virus? A very small living thing that can enter your body and cause disease. Sometimes also we use the virus if something wrong happens to our computer or our mobile phone. Injects, it's the verb. What does it mean? Puts a drug or medicine into someone's body. So when you go to the doctor feeling sick and he gives you a medicine through your body, not through your mouth, he injects medicine through your body. Cure. I go to the doctor to cure me, to cure my disease. If I'm sick or ill, I go to the doctor to cure me. And I say, for example, doctors cure diseases. I have had this bad virus for a week now. I feel really tired and ill because of the bad virus. The doctor is going to inject me in my arm with a different medicine. This means that the doctor will put a certain kind of medicine through my arm. He's going to inject me. I hope it cures me. I hope it makes me feel better and that I can go back to work. Reproduce, to make a copy of something. If you open your book on Unit 6 and start reading the text about Unit 6, you will find it all talking about technology and especially making certain new kinds of robots. These robots in the future may be able to reproduce. What does it mean, reproduce here? To make a copy of something or of themselves. In this text, you will find that robots in the future may be able to make copies of themselves or may be able to reproduce. Organs. What are my organs? Of course, parts of the body. Any part of my body is called an organ. Some predictions or some expectations or some statements about the future said that scientists will reproduce, will make copies of new hearts and brains in laboratories, in labs, and then give these organs to people that are ill. So here I use the word reproduce to explain that they are going to make new hearts, new organs to give to sick people. Nightmare. What is a nightmare? It's a scary dream. It's a scary dream or a bad dream. Shrinks. What does it mean? It's a verb. Makes something becomes smaller. If I make anything smaller, I shrink. Size. What is the size of anything? If I want to know whether your t-shirt is big or small, I ask about its size. So size is how big or small something is. I had this terrible nightmare last night, and I had a bad dream last night. I thought that I was in an enormous washing machine. I dreamed that I was in a very big washing machine, and that I was going to shrink. Sometimes when I put my t-shirt in a washing machine, for example, and I wash it with hot water, my t-shirt may shrink. So in this example, this person dreamed that he was in a washing machine and he shrinks. When the washing machine stopped, I was the size of a small mouse. I was really glad to wake up. After he shrinks, he became in size very small, like a small mouse. And of course, he was very happy to wake up. Consume. To use something such as energy, materials, or food, and finish them. If I say I consume food, or I consume a certain kind of materials, this means I finish it. Entire, whole, or complete. I use the word entire when I want to talk about all about something. For example, if I say I gave a certain homework to the entire class, this means I gave it to all the students in the class. They were really hungry after the match. They consumed the entire meal in 5 minutes. This means that they were able to finish all the food in only 5 minutes. They didn't leave anything on their plates. Marbles. What is a marble? A small colored ball that children play games with. Most of my marbles have lines of colors through the middle of them. So marble is a small colored ball made of glass with lots of colors, lines of color in the middle of them. And children like to play with them. Now let's move to collocations, or some verbs which come with certain nouns to form collocations. The first verb is cure. Which word usually come with the word cure? I said before that cure means make an end to a certain disease. For example, I said I go to the doctor to cure my disease. So the verb cure comes always with the cure a disease. Make. What do we make? Make a prediction. When I say a statement about something which will happen in the future, or I think it will happen in the future, I say I make a prediction. Protect. All the time we must protect our environment. So I use the word protect with the noun environment. Have. Have a nightmare. I say, for example, yesterday I had a nightmare. So the word, the noun nightmare always comes with the verb have. Develop. Develop means something, make something better. Make something goes better. So I develop technology. Develop technology. This means make new technology. Prescribe. For example, I went to the doctor because I was very sick, and he prescribed a certain kind of medicine to me. He wrote in a paper a prescription, or he prescribed a medicine to me. So prescribe tablets. Prescribe tablets. Predict. What do I predict? Predict the past or predict the present? No, of course, I predict the future, because predict is saying a statement about the future. Increase. When I increase something, I make it more or less? No, I make it more. Increase the number of something, I make it more. So increase the size. If, for example, I go to buy a t-shirt and I put it on and found it not suitable, so I go and ask someone to help me to increase the size. Let's move to word building. This is how to form an adjective from a certain noun. If I have the word science and I want to use its adjective, I form it or I change it into scientific. So science is the noun and scientific is the adjective. What is an adjective? I use adjectives to describe things, people, animals, everything. So adjectives are words used to describe. Technology is the noun. We always try to improve or to make or to develop technology. But if I want to put it or use it as an adjective, it would be technological. Success. The noun is success. The adjective for success is successful. You must always try to be a successful person. You must always try to be a successful person to succeed in your life. Future, futuristic. The adjective from future is futuristic. Environment, environmental. Infection, infectious. Muscle, muscular. Okay, this is all for today concerning Unit 6. See you. Thank you.